Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to our Pokemon Sword and Shield. Last time we got ourselves the 4th gym badge and, well, B destroyed the mural in the back. In turn revealed that the two heroes were actually potentially Pokemon, so yeah. Things are changing up quite a bit. This time, we're going to be heading out into Glimwood Tangle, which is the next and final dungeon of the game. Yeah, this is already the last dungeon that we can go into. So you can use the escape rope here if you so need to. Hooray, I guess? So heading on to the forest, there's a bunch of Impidimp here. And upon pressing one, they will go ahead and attack you. Yeah, the Impidimps don't really like the purple mushrooms being pushed. So be careful around them. Otherwise, they kind of exist. I mean, it's a free Pokemon, more or less. So lighting up the mushrooms will reveal the pathway. One other thing to note though while going on through the grass is that all the Pokemon here are all random. So if you go into the grass, you'll encounter a Pokemon randomly, akin to traditional Pokemon games, since, well, it's very dark and you really can't see what's going on. So these are the two primary gimmicks here, is that press mushrooms to give more light, and purple mushrooms give Impidimp if you press one near one, and grass. So I guess before we head into the meat of Glimwood Tangle, there's a lot of new Pokemon here which might fit well into your team. So if you don't like bios, skip on ahead. I already have no audience retention, so it doesn't really matter to me. So with that, let's get started. The first new Pokemon here, which is available in Pokemon Shield, is Ponyta. You've seen Bede use Ponyta a lot. Now you can finally use one in Shield only. As a Pokemon, Ponyta is a fast psychic type Pokemon with modest attack power. It evolves to level 40, which is pretty soon at this point in the game. Its abilities suck, to be honest. Fastball Veil is alright, but not super great. What is good though is its typing. A lot of psychic fairy types in this game. Most of them are special type. This one is more of a physical user. There's quite a few moves you can teach it too. Psycho Cut in its level up move, Mega Horn. It is pretty nice, so you'll need to get the TR for play rough, so yeah, at least there is a physical fairy move. Other good moves to teach it includes Wild Charge, Drill Run, Sword Stance, Bounce. It's pretty well-rounded Pokemon. A lot of fairies are more special based, with Rapidash being pretty much the best of both worlds. Now if only Ponyta's hair would stop clipping through its body. I have seen 1,023 of them in the search of a shiny. That clipping hair will stay with me forever. Next up is Genotic. Genotic is a pass. Genotic is an especially bulky grass fairy type Pokemon that's super slow. Meta HP, it serves more as a traditional grass type Pokemon using moves like Spore, Strength Stab, and on the offensive Dazzling Gleam, Giga Drain, and Trick Room, among other moves too. It can learn other traditional powered moves and egg moves. It's pretty alright Pokemon, but it's super slow, and combined with pretty low combined stat totals, it's very lackluster for this point in the game. There's a lot of better Pokemon here. It serves its purpose okay, I guess, but it's just available too late for it to be useful. Next up is Cynisty, another Pokemon that's better with its hidden ability. Cynisty is a meh Pokemon that evolves immediately into Poltegeist if you picked up the cracked pot. Cynisty is a gimmick Pokemon that, very rarely, a Cynisty will be in its authentic form that has a sticker. What's the difference between these two forms? Absolutely nothing! In fact, avoid hunting authentic forms at this point in the game because you need a chip pot item, which is a very rare purchase item in the Stone Side Merchant. It is even harder to evolve. Oh well, stat-wise, Poltegeist is a special attacking Pokemon with really good special attack and defense. It's pretty similar in nature to I guess, Cursula, so if you want to run Cursula, Cynisty is a good alternative. Yeah, as for its abilities, Curse Body is better than Weak Armor in my opinion. Move-wise, Nasty Plot and Shadow Ball is very good. Shell Smash is also an option, but not super fantastic if you want to go for more of a defensive route. Giga Drain is for the healing, and Strength Stab for the debuff healing and all that stuff. It's very similar to Cursula in nature. The only other moves to note it can learn TR-wise is Psychic. Not as adverse as Cursula, but still a pretty nice Pokemon to use, and a nice addition to the team. Next up is Phantom. Phantom is an alright grass ghost type Pokemon, evolves via trade, and not found in the wild area until the post game. So that's a big strike there. Stat wise, nothing's fantastic. It's slow but has a nice attack and special defense, letting it do some nice damage. Main draw though is it has an interesting move pool, namely Horn Leech, Shadow Claw, and Wood Hammer. It has your standard ghost and grass type debuff love. Other moves includes Rock Slide, Drain Punch, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and X-Scissor. It has a nice move pool, but nothing else to it. I prefer Gorygeist over Trevenant. Honestly, I would not go for Phantom. If I recall correctly, you can catch Gourgeist after the next gym. Or for better ghost type stuff, you have Poltergeist here for a better alternative. Next up is Passimian. Passimian is a sword exclusive Pokemon that we've already gone over in the Isle of Armor, but going over it again, it's an alright fighting type Pokemon. It has good physicals with a good attack stat. Pretty good speed for lowland standards, but it's pretty low in special department, so getting hit by a fairy move will be definitely a big damage there. Ability wise, it's terrible, and go with Divine if you want to farm raids. It's definitely way better because its receiver ability is only useful in double battles, and guess what? It's all single battles, so As for moves, it can learn quite a few hard-hitting moves such as Close Combat, Acrobatics, Earthquake, more or less your standard fighting type moves. Seed Bomb and Gunk Shot are also nice moves. It's generally alright. I've used this Pokemon before and they're pretty alright to use. Slow on the level up side, and terrible for the next gym leader, but great for the last 3, so if it has that going for it, could make for a good last team member. Nextly is going to be Oranguru. Pass. But it might be useful in some circumstances. Oranguru is a special tank of sorts. High HP and defensive stats, not much offensively. It is slow but good on the move world. Foul Play, Trick Room, Psychic, Nasty Plot, all the fun moves to be used. Being normal type, it naturally has access to some weird moves, like Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, and other status related moves. It serves as a nice Psychic Stall, but is outclassed by the likes of Bronzong for your Psychic Walls and such. It's pretty alright, special attack is pretty good, but there are a lot of better Psychic Pokemon to use. Main good thing is me, the Ghost type, which is pretty good, but already passes Prime because you already passed the Ghost Gym. Next up is Indeedee, which is the last new Pokemon here. Speaking of normal Psychic Pokemon, we have Indeedee. Indeedee is another Pokemon that has different forms based on gender, but unlike Meowstic, gender makes a load of difference. Males are sword exclusive, which are more offensively based, while Shield has the female one, which is more defensive based. Level up moves are very similar, not much difference there. It benefits Shield users more as the move pool is a lot more status moves, learns pretty similar TMs and TRs and typical status Psychic type moves, but not much as of defense like Oranguru, but has access to Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, and Dazzling Gleam. Main difference that would make Indeedee female run over Oranguru is that Indeedee female is faster. For a bit more niche, but as the only competition of note for a special sweeper is Gardevoir and Espeon. As Pokemon though, I really like them. One other thing to note though is that its hidden ability is fantastic. Psychic Surge is a must for this Pokemon if you want to use it. It's a little bit hard to get for its hidden ability, but definitely worthwhile because Psychic Surge plus Expanding Force will do quite a bit of damage. Alright, with that all done, now we begin our pathway through the forest. Once again, use bulbs to light up the pathway. It's not the most necessary, but it does help out quite a bit, as it's seeing some potential hidden pathways too. I guess I can run into some Pokemon. There's a few Pokemon here I do want to try to get. Oh yeah, you can also encounter Morgrim here, which is pretty close to evolution too. I'll say this, that Morgrim is not that great for the next gym, but still could be pretty alright. Mostly I'm going to be encountering Pokemon just for the sake of Pokédex reasons. Are you looking for mushrooms? They give off light when you touch them. Yeah, I could make the mushroom joke, but I'm not really going to go into it. Now then, some very interesting things about the Glimwood Tangle is that the Glimwood Tangle was actually teased back, I think 2 years ago. I know it was in October. The Pokemon held a 24-hour live stream of the Glimwood Tangle, just a still image of that, and occasionally a Ponyta will come into the shop, which was pretty much the debut of Ponyta, and also there were Impidimps there, but it wasn't actually fully revealed yet. It was just like, here's Pokemon, we're not going to reveal it, we're going to just ignore its existence. And it kind of became a meme there. And it's actually really cool too, because for a while I actually had that as my background image, just as memories of that location. I mean, I will say that Glimwood Tangle is a very cool location. It's definitely one of the more memorable locations, and when people say that Sword and Shield look ugly, I'll tap the image and point to this location. Yeah, just a wild area that was undercooked. The rest of the region looks fine. Also, I have not been paying attention to this fight whatsoever. Oh hey, Cynisty! Yeah, Cynisty is an interesting Pokemon to say the least. For a while there, I actually considered using Cynisty for the team, but I decided to go for the DLC route. Just as a different Pokemon too. And also, I don't really like weak armor all that much. Alright, farewell, Cynisty. Yeah, just the weak armor that kind of drove me away. Hey, strong trainer, that's rarer than rare mushrooms. I mean, come on, there's only like 2 of them. If they have a different character model, then they're actually going to be good. Oh, hey, I actually don't have Genotic. Perfect, because I'm down to like 50 Pokemon left in the Pokédex or something like that. And there we go. Alright, ooh, our guys is just about level 40. Alright, add it to the dex. Yeah, I'm still going to go for complete domination. I'm just double checking, making sure, but I don't think there's anything else down here. And I guess I'm looking for a Cynisty too. I have a Simian, already have you. Alright, with that all done, I'm just double checking the pathway because I think there's a couple interesting things here. I'm not too concerned about Cynisty right now. Anyways, right here we get ourselves Bright Powder. It pretty much lowers the accuracy of some moves, so if you don't want to run into Impidimp, just make sure you don't touch things. Oh, hi! Yeah, and DD is actually a pretty rare Pokemon here, so definitely worthwhile to hunt around for a bit. Oh, I already have you. Oh, how polite. Too bad you couldn't escort me out of the battle. Alright then, so coming back here to the main path, the main area we want to go to is down this way because right here we get ourselves 2 full heals. I guess that's good. And then navigating up this way, we get ourselves a big root. Still nice and dandy, I guess. Alright, I don't think I'm really worrying about the Pokemon for now. I guess with that all done, we have ourselves a double battle here, so let's go ahead and indulge this couple. The railways are amazing. They carry lots of people and Pokemon at once. I came to ride a Galar train. I wonder if meeting you will change my life. Yeah, how ironic this is like the one region without any trains whatsoever. Ooh, Ninetales and Curlia. Interesting. Okay, skill link. Don't need to worry about that. Well, I think this would make a fine final battle for Hourgeist in its current form. Oh no, Incinerate. Okay, that actually did more than I thought it would. I mean, Incinerate is a joke move for sure. I mean, it's like 30 damage. It's very, very threatening in the Mystery Dungeon series because it always goes after those freaking Reviver Seeds. Oh well, level up for Clambora in Hourgeist too. Poor Hourgeist, no speed whatsoever. Alright, Calm Mind. Sure, you do that. Well, I guess now you live through Shadow Ball. Or not. Okay, Hourgeist, you are a monster. Alright, and Rodriguez is 35, or whatever that's worth. Go ahead and forget the trouble of this loss would be to ride the train. Too strong, guess I'll look for someone I can actually beat. Oh, it's 42 that you evolve. Okay, I was thinking it was level 40 that Hourgeist evolved. It's 42. Meh. Alright then, coming right here we get Tm56 Snore. A terrible move. Only works if you're asleep, and it makes noise and it does damage. It's honestly not that good. Alright then, so heading up this way we get ourselves 2 Hyper Potions, which is pretty nice indeed. What do I want to use? Sure, I'll use Clambora for this fight. Some mushrooms react in interesting ways when you touch them. Easy peasy, levels for pretty much everyone. Oh, Rosalie wants to learn Toxic. I don't really need Toxic. Madams like me react in sad ways when we're defeated. I mean, you're looking pretty humored. Alright then, so... Oh, I fell down that ledge because it was too dark there. Alright, let's light things up a little bit. So yeah, I should probably mention though, if you want to progress to the next town, just follow that pathway up there. and you will reach your destination. However, though, let's wander on through the darkness, shall we? I mean, I do like darkness and everything. Except along the pathway, we get ambushed by a Morgrim. This is a required Morgrim for you to fight. I'm trying to think what level you are. I mean, you know what? I have the levels. Unless you are pretty close to Evolution 2, which is going to be good for Dex reasons. Yeah, I will say that Morgrim's not going to be great for the next gym. For the next gym, you want Poison and Steel-type Pokemon. Preferably Steel types. Alright, yeah, so that Morgrim will ambush you and can be a little bit tricky. Thankfully, they behave today. Anyways, right here we get Luminous Moss. It boosts the special defense of the holder if it's hit by a water-type move. It's a little niche, really. And at the end of this pathway, we get Tm56 Uterine, which is actually a pretty good move. 60 power, 100 damage, 60 power, 100% accuracy. Switches the user out, returning back to the trainer. It's very good for doubles, actually. So yeah, so that's really it here in Glimwood Tangle. Again, it's a very short area, to say the least. So yeah, I will say, though, that Glimwood Tangle is actually a really cool area. But with that all done, we are now here in Balloonia. Alright, mushrooms out of the way. One thing I do want to go back to here in Glimwood Tangle is the use of the escape route. Escape rope. And that's because this is the last area of the game that we can actually use this. Take me away! So yeah, it's just something a little bit fun there, so yeah. Sorry this episode wasn't really that long. I was expecting Glimwood would take a lot longer, but I guess not. So here in the Pokemon Center, there's nothing really of note. All I'm just going to say, yeah, this town is honestly very forgettable. But we're here with the Pokemon Center. Let's go ahead and heal up. And I think we did pretty good progress this episode. I know this episode wasn't really too long, but audience retention. I like to break things up one area at a time. So, with that all done, we managed to do pretty good progress this episode. That Chinchou is on a mushroom. Yeah, this place is definitely weird. And I guess one thing to probably mention, though, is that a lot of this area is kind of based around, like, the Brothers Grimm and such. Such as Morgrim and that sort of thing, like a dark fairy type thing. Definitely reminiscent of the Brothers Grimm, because the Brothers Grimm is pretty much just like dark fairy tales of sorts. Like Hansel and Gretel, instead of them making it out, they get ate alive or something like that. You know, happy times! Don't go out in the woods, otherwise you'll die. So I guess with that all done, we did good progress this episode. We arrived here in Balloonia, and next time Pokemon Sword and Shield. Balloonia won't take long, so we'll also take on the gym here too. And some other things too, yeah. This town is honestly, not that long. I will see you all then.